Hey everybody, it's Mike, aka That Card Guy, coming to you with another video. Let me tilt this down a little bit. We got things a little off, doing things a little bit different on this channel today. I'm going to show you all of my sales. I'm going to do my main video, which I usually do over on That Reseller Guy. I'm going to do it on That Card Guy because I did sell a lot of sports cards and sports related items over the weekend. So I figured I'd give this channel a taste of what goes on in my regular Mondays. So let's get going. All right, yeah, like I said, thanks everybody for coming in, checking out this video. Hope you stay for the whole thing. Sold a lot of things on eBay. I think it was 28, maybe 28 items over the weekend. Pretty good weekend of sales, right around $900-ish. So I sold some decent price stuff and a lot of lower dollar stuff. That's where some of the sports cards comes in. I did sell a lot of cards, just nothing was like super expensive or anything. So let me show you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 raw cards. We got one graded card. I got some card lots. This room is a disaster, everybody. If you haven't watched me before, or you haven't seen this side of the camera watching That Card Guy, because usually when I'm doing the videos on this channel, I'm showing you blind bags, mystery bags, card hauls, that type of stuff, and you just kind of see my hands going through the cards. But this room is a complete disaster right now. You can't quite tell, but let me give you a little view of what's going on back here. So we got a bunch of cards down here. Oh, I'm trying to do this backwards. We got a bunch piled up here. I've got 1, 2, 3 monster boxes of stuff I just bought. And I've got another one up here with stacks of cards on top of it. Yeah, this making me dizzy going around the room like this. But I've bought boxes and boxes and boxes of cards here over the last 2-3 weeks. And I'm trying to get caught. That's not even counting all the stuff I got stacked up right here on the desk. It's a disaster in here. I'm trying to get through it, but yeah, slowly but surely. But I still got to get everything shipped out today. Got to get this video done and out to you and all that good stuff. So let's check out what sold. Like I said, 20 some items and about $900. I'll show you some cool stuff that I picked up at the end of the video as well. Actually, one card in particular that I picked up the other day that I was really excited about. All right, first up, I did sell a lot of cheap cards. Reggie Jackson card, 1987 Donruss opening day. $1.49 free shipping. I do a few of these cheap cards like this that I have in bulk. I've talked about it a lot on my other channel. I don't have a lot of these cards in my inventory, but some of them that I just have in bulk that I just have no other way to sell. Do you throw them out? Do you get rid of them? Do you put them in quantity on eBay and try to get something for them? That's what I've been trying to do. So slowly selling those off. I have a few different players. I'm clicking away at stuff on my screen while I talk. Anyway. I sold another WNBA card. This is Elisa Leslie, $2.99 free shipping. A little better than the $1.49, about twice the price. I bought a bunch of WNBA cards several months back, and it's been paying off. A little bit more interest in the WNBA cards recently. So selling some of those legendary players, Cheryl Swoops. They're not coming to my head right now. I'm in a tizzy. I don't know if I've ever used that word before. All right, sold some more cards. Tim Couch, we're getting into real sports now. Football, we got Tim Couch from Kentucky, autographed on this Sage card. I think it sold through offer. I think it sold for like $8. I'm not sure what the pop-up will show. It might show 10, but I think I sold this at 10 or 15% off. I picked that up for $1. Actually, no, $2. It was in a $2 box at a card show. So I have a lot of flips like that. That's what you'll see a lot on this channel, cards that I'm buying for $1 and $2, selling for $5, $10, $15, $20. So I do that a lot. That's what I look for at card shows when I'm going out there. I'm looking in these bargain boxes, trying to find stuff that I can flip and make money on eBay, in my booth, other stuff. All right. Next, Nick Foles. Nick Foles, autograph rookie year card. This one's from, I think, Press Pass. I think he was drafted by the Eagles. Is that right? Looks like he's in an Eagles uniform on that card. $14.99. I think I sold this one at full price. Again, another card. I think I got that out of a $3 box. So 3 into 15 is pretty good as well. Here's another $1 box pickup. Emmitt Smith, Prism, Blue, Cracked Ice, something or other. I think it's numbered out of 99. This one sold for, I think it sold for $20. I think this one sold for $20, but it might have been through offer. So let me take a look at the screen, because y'all know I get the prices wrong the majority of the time when I say that. $17.99. So I gave 10% off. It was $20, 10% off, $18. $1 to $18. I just need like 10 of those every day, and I never have to do any real work, but don't find those all the time. This is one that I picked up in a bulk collection that I bought. It's a Barry Bonds insert. I forget what this one's called. Diamond King Power Kings. Power King from Finest, like 1995, 6, 7, somewhere in there. Sold for $10. plus shipping. All of these are going out through the eBay standard envelope, dollar shipping. Ship them out that way. The one graded card I did sell, Ken Griffey Jr. I haven't sold one of these graded cards in a while. For a while, I was collecting the Ken Griffey Jr. set registry. I was going to try to do them all in PSA 9s. But I collect so much stuff that I just had to eliminate something. I just couldn't keep shoveling money into a collection I was never going to be able to complete. So I relisted them out on eBay. Some of them I'm making a little bit of money. Some of them I'm losing a few bucks. I think I'm getting a few extra dollars on this one. I think I paid like 12 or 13 for it, and it sold for $20 plus shipping. Now that will go out in a bubble mailer just to make sure it gets there safely. Graded cards, yeah, always ship them at least a bubble mailer, if not better if it's more expensive. There's stuff here, there's stuff here, there's stuff everywhere. I'm going to tell you about those card lots. I'm going to do them last because I got to kind of get to them. Had one buyer buy four different card lots. I listed a bunch of bulk card lots out on eBay yesterday while I was sorting through all this stuff. I said, I got to get some of this stuff out in bulk, give a good deal to somebody, and somebody jumped on some of those lots. But I did sell more sports-related items, a couple autographed baseballs. Oh, I'm going to try to pronounce his name correctly, but I bet I'm not. Diane Vasidio? Something like that. Used to play for the White Sox. I don't even know if he's in baseball anymore. Just one of these items that I got in a collection. Sold for $10 plus shipping. A blank baseball would be worth more than his autographed baseball, but that's what it is, and I'm going to sell it. $10. All right, this next one is a consignment item. If you've never watched me before on my other channel, I'm doing a consignment deal with a friend of mine, has a bunch of sports memorabilia, autographed baseballs, and some other things. We're just going to split the net profit. So if it sells for $20, we take out the fees. We each get, say, like $8. That's how it's going to work. This one, who is this again? I don't have my glasses on. Who is it? It's not like you can tell from looking at the autograph, that's for sure. I do know who it is, except I forgot. So I'm going to go over here and look at the screen again. Where is it on here? Where is it on the screen? Okay, I'm going to pronounce his name wrong again. Heliot Ramos. But there's an H in front. If it's Spanish, is that silent? Is it Elio?
Elliot.
What?
Elliot?
Ramos? Somebody correct me in the comments. Let me know how it's pronounced. But either way, he was a pretty big prospect for the Giants when he first came up, and I don't think he's really panning out. But this is an autographed baseball. Got an inscription 2017 first round pick, so he was a high draft pick. This is one of those consignment items. I think we sold it for $15. $15. I had it just up on the screen a second ago. I should have looked. Plus shipping on that one. So 2 autographed baseballs of not big name guys, but it's sales and it's getting stuff out of here. All right, now I did say I was doing consignment items with him, and let me show you the main part of the consignment is bats. Bats, and more bats. I think I have about maybe 100 of his bats listed now. First one here, Robert Puason. I don't know who he's with now. I think he came up with the A's, but I believe he's with another team now. I'm not following these minor leaguers and prospects as much as I should, but check out the chunk out of that bat. And that's how he gets these bats, is they break them here in spring training in Arizona. He gets them, and sometimes he gets them autographed. I have a bunch of autographed ones too, but this one is not. Now, I will have to pull up the screen because these all sold for different prices, and they all sold on Friday, so I need to make sure I get these shipped out here quickly on Monday. Robert Puason, let's see, $35. $35 plus $15 shipping. I will ship this out in a mailing tube. You do have to pay a little extra surcharge when you're shipping in mailing tubes and stuff like that because of the length and the size and all that. So depending on where this person lives, it's going to cost me somewhere between probably $12 and $17 is usually the range it costs to ship out a bat these days. So if you're going to sell bats, you got to charge a bunch for shipping too. All right, the next buyer, he bought 2 bats. I didn't even realize I had 2 bats of the same person available. And this one, let me get it, Chad Pinder, played for the Oakland A's as well. A lot of these you'll see are Oakland A's bats. They're all going to be teams here from Arizona because that's where I am. That's where spring training happens, and not all the teams play out here. But so that one's cracked as well. That one's cracked right here at the handle. You can see the big old crack in it. And the other one is also Chad Pinder, just a different Chad Pinder bat. That one is cracked as well. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, You can definitely see that on the camera right there. So 2 bats, both of Chad Pinder, different style bats. One bat he paid $55 for. Yeah, $55 for one and $37.68. He sent me the offer on the second one. I don't know why $37.68. Maybe those numbers mean something to him, but that's what he got. Now, he did pay $30 total shipping for these. Now, I won't charge him that much. I'll probably send him like $15 back, something like that. I have some longer boxes, so what I'll do is I'll take these 2 bats, put them like this, just kind of wrap them up and put them in that box and ship them to him. I believe he's in Illinois, so it's not horrible shipping here from Arizona to Illinois, but it's going to cost me whatever it's going to cost. Fact. All right, let's get to more stuff. I'm just going to leave my screen up because I'm going to keep forgetting what the prices are if I don't. All right, found a hanging bag at a thrift store. Now we're getting into like the thrifted goods that I have. That's kind of the main thing that I do is I go out to thrift stores, auctions, estate sales, that kind of stuff. And I sell them on eBay and a collectibles booth and wherever I can sell stuff and make money. Does anybody recognize, first off, does anybody recognize where this semi hauler is from? You notice the logo on the side. Smokey and the Bandit. Yeah, I didn't know that. I did a little Google search. But this thing is in rough shape. Look, no wheels on the front, nothing on the back. It's got a little chip out of it. But I guess complete, these are worth some money. So I just sold it for parts, as is, for repair, whatever someone wants to do with it. $20. I still got $20 for this little broken semi-trailer, whatever you want to call it. And like I said, that was in a hanging bag for some other vintage Tonka toys as well. So paid $5 for the bag. I already got $20 back. That's good. Here's another pickup. $1.98 at the thrift store for this. I paid $1.98 for this little Hexbug nanobots. That's what they are. How I found out the exact name, Google image search. Thing's your friend. So yeah, there's a bunch of these. I tested some of them out. I think like 3 of them worked. They have tiny little, like those little circular batteries in there, and most of them didn't. So I'm going to guess whoever's going to buy this needs a bunch of those little batteries. But what does this sell for? This sold for like $30 or $40. Let me check the price out. $39.99 plus shipping on that for some Hexbugs nanobots in this little storage case for them. Now, the clasp doesn't really clip down too well, so hopefully they don't fall out when they open up the package. All right, next, we got Lego. I do a lot of Lego stuff. We got Kylo Ren here in his little micro fighter ship. That's what this set is from, the micro fighters, but it's not complete. It's missing a couple little parts, but you do have Kylo Ren minifigure in the ship. $10. I think this sold for $10 plus shipping. This was, again, another little hanging bag of some miscellaneous Lego stuff that I found at the thrift store, and got $10 just for Kylo. Also, again, more Lego stuff. Bunch here. Can you even tell who this is? We got Emmett, we got Lucy, Wild Style, and some other. We got Unikitty, and I don't know, a snail. These were all from the Lego Movie little minifigures. I think this one sold for $15 for those 5 figures plus shipping. I rarely do free shipping. Once in a while, you'll see free shipping on stuff. You know, mainly those low-dollar sports cards. But generally, I'm going to charge for shipping. Next up, we got some Dwight Schrute money. Yeah, this is from Monopoly, from the Office game. I bought one of those at the thrift store, and it wasn't complete. It was missing a few little parts, so I decided I'd piece out the components of the game. I already sold like the tokens from the game that went first, and now we got the bank or the money with Dwight's face on it. What did this sell for? It sold for $7.90. It had to be some kind of weird offer. $7.90 plus shipping for some Office money. This next one, I don't know. They're trying too hard to make collectibles now. They're trying way too hard to make different collectibles. Let me find it on my screen because I definitely have to get the price right on this. Where the heck is it? It's on my screen. I didn't ship it yet. All right. This person bought two things. They bought 2 things, very different things. This is what they bought. Now, first off, look, we got the Lost Boys. It's like a little bathtub with a duck. All right. Yep. That's what we got. I think that's Kiefer Sutherland's character from the Lost Boys. I forget what his name is.
It's Michael. You're eating maggots. How do they taste?
Again, this was in a little bag at the thrift store for, I think it was like $2.49. I looked it up and I was amazed at what the Lost Boy ducks sell for. It still have the sticker on the bottom of it if you can read it at all. But yeah, that's what he looks like. That duck sold for $40. $40 for the Lost Boys duck. Be on the lookout. Bolo. That same buyer. Something, it's down here. What backgammon set? Now, just in case you're watching both channels, I'm going to tell you this was part of my end item relist promote test that I did. I picked 20 items that hadn't been selling, that had been in my store over a year, and I ended the listings. I relisted, I promoted, and I would see if the items sold. I did 20 items, 2 items sold. So 10% sell-through rate of those 20 items, promoting at 4%. Didn't work too well. I honestly thought I would sell quite a bit more. So next week, I'm probably going to redo that, kind of tweak it a little bit. So make sure you watch that reseller guy as well. If you're not watching both channels, you're really missing out. But yeah, this backgammon set sold for, I think, $30, $29.99. But I did have to pay that extra promoted listings. Yeah, so $30 for backgammon, $40 for ducks. So we spent $70 plus shipping. I may ship those separately just because of how those boxes work out. It's going to be easy for me to ship this in a small box and then a different box for that. So I think I'm going to go ahead and ship those out separately for them. They did pay separate shipping, so it's not like they're getting anything extra or me spending any extra fees to send them separately. All right, drink break. Next was my big sale of the weekend. This was another hanging bag item from a thrift store, but this one I found at Savers. This was a Savers in the electronics section. There's a lot of weird gadgets and stuff, and unless you really look closely, you may not even think twice about it. It's what it looked like on the back. So if you saw this sticking out of the hanging bag, you probably wouldn't look at it twice. But I saw this, and it had this little name on there. So I looked it up, and I was like, wow, these things sell for good money. I hope it works, because I didn't get to test it. I bought this a while back. It's probably been in my store at least 6 months. Probably because it was at Savers. I'm going to say I spent like $7 at it. Savers is a little bit more expensive. But when you open it up, this little keyboard... Oh, hold on. I got my finger in the way. Look, it pops up. It's a palm top notebook computer thing. I tested it, and it worked. It worked! What were the odds that this thing would work? Now, it was a little bit dirty. I disclosed all that. But yeah, look, this thing's pretty cool. I don't know what functionality it still has in today's world, but it sold for $97 and change. I think I had it at $120, $130, $140. I had it fairly high because it did work, but sent a bunch of offers out. It's been in my store 6 months, so I just wanted to entice someone to buy it, and they did for $97. $97 for that little thing. Kind of crazy. All right. Oh, one more item over here. I almost forgot. Again, there was a lot of stuff that I found in thrift stores and hanging bags that sold today. So I give out this tip a lot. Really look through those hanging bags, whether it's in the toy area, the electronics area, the kitchen stuff, wherever. There's a lot of good gems in those hanging bags. So one day at a Goodwill, this was a Goodwill, huge bag. It was a huge bag that had a bunch of little critters in it. And they're calico critters, and they also have another name, Mapletown. Mapletown's a name. I know too much about some of these little kids' toys. But this was all the furniture and parts. So I think I've sold almost all those different critter families. I know, you group them into families, the mom, the dad, the kids. You got little sets of 4. Those things sold amazingly well. I made hundreds of dollars off of those characters. Now we're down to the last stuff, and I think I might have one family left and the furniture. Now the furniture is gone. I had the furniture price fairly cheap. I think it's $20. I got to find it on the screen. No, $30. $30. That's better than $20. $29.99 plus shipping for all of the Mapletown furniture. So that's a nice little sale there. I didn't even pay $20 for the whole bag. Well, I sold it for $30. But yeah, that was good. All right. I'm making sure that this is the last stuff because I forget to show you stuff a lot of the time. But not today. Green Bay Packers hat. New tags, Team NFL. That tells you that it's old. I think Team NFL stuff was like 90s, maybe into the 2000s. But yeah, unused Packers hat. I found, this has been in my store for multiple years now. I found one day 5, 6, 7 Green Bay Packers hats, most of them new with tags, and they took a long time to sell. The hat game on eBay is tough. Number one, I don't usually promote my listings. So if you search for Green Bay Packers hats, you'll probably get 4,000 different listings. Sell-through rate's decent. There'll be a lot sold, but for people to find your hat, they really got to find your hat. This one was very unique because you can see the Packers on the front is embossed right here. So kind of cool. Sort of like a felt finish on it. Nice hat. Again, hats you're usually paying $3 to $5 for it at the thrift store. And we got to see what it sold for. I'm losing my voice already. $14.99. I had to wait over 2 years to get $14.99 for that hat. I'm pretty sure that's my last Packers hat. This item, oh, my voice is going. Good thing I'm almost done. We're getting to the end of the video. I forgot. I can't remember if I did a 1,000 subscriber giveaway on this channel. I don't think I did. I hit 1,000 subscribers a couple months ago. Actually just hit 1,100 the other day. So thanks everybody that's been coming in, checking out this channel, supporting it. Appreciate y'all being here and talking sports and cards and other stuff that my wife and daughter have zero interest in. So I need some outlet to talk about it, and that's where you guys come in. Later this week, probably Thursday. My goal is Thursday. I say goal because it doesn't always happen. I want to put out a giveaway video. So everyone make sure you check out that video. Get entered into the contest. I'm not sure what I'm going to give away yet. I want it to be about a $50 item. About a $50 item. So a good item. I have a couple things over here that I'm thinking about. I might give you a choice of a couple items. That way you're not just locked into one thing. Make sure you come back. Make sure you support the channel. Give a thumbs up. Watch the videos that come out. All that good stuff. All right, next. It's hard to tell what this is other than I saw it sitting on the shelf in like the home goods section, and I saw the NFL logo, so I got to check it out. And this is a Scentsy warmer. It's like a little small one that you plug in. It's very small. It's like this tall, but it's Kansas City Chiefs. It was a great team to have. Not my favorite. Go Bills. But yeah, Chiefs going to sell. I think it sold for like $40. I'm not looking back at the screen anymore. It was $30 or $40, paid $5 at the store, and I bought it just last week. So that sold pretty quick. That was a 1 week sell. That's what I like. That stuff that you find $4 or $5, make 10 times your money, and it sells within a week. I like those type of flips. Same thing with this. If you find this Yahtzee Deluxe Edition, it sells really well. Now, I played thousands and thousands of games of Yahtzee as a kid. I don't know if it's a regional thing, but back in New York, man, we played Yahtzee all the time. I love playing Yahtzee, and I think it's a great game for kids because you're dealing with the dice, you're dealing with numbers, and you're learning to count. And I think that's why I'm so good with numbers. I hate to brag. But yeah, I'm really good with numbers in my head and being able to count and multiply and divide without needing paper or calculators. Can do that pretty well. Thanks to my grandma and grandpa for playing thousands of Yahtzee games with me. Anyway, this deluxe edition sells really well. I believe it's $30. I believe that's the number that you'll see on the screen. I just found it last week for $2.99, and this one was complete inside. Great. That sold really quick. That Yahtzee Deluxe sells that $30 range. It'll sell quickly, and just bought that last week. Okay, well, actually, there was one more item. It's back here, but I can't show you all these cards because there's no way I can pick them all up. But let me just tell you, you can see all these lots right here. I do this probably once or twice a year. I clear out my star box. What my star box is all those base cards that you build up through the year that don't sell great individually. Greg Maddux, Albert Pujols, Chipper Jones, who else? Yadi Molina. I went and sorted them all out, listed a bunch of lots. I think I listed 8 or so yesterday, and one buyer bought 4 of them. Now, these are anywhere from like 90 cards. I think the chipper had almost 300 cards. And let me see what the final damage was for the lot. Now, big thanks out to Brandon from buying these. He's back in Michigan. Let's see. We got Chipper Jones, Greg Maddux, Albert Pujols, Yadi Molina. Lots anywhere from $20 up to $30 for the chipper, because like the chipper had about 300 cards. And generally, I'm usually asking somewhere between a dime a card, like on those chippers, 290 cards for $30, up to about a quarter a card for some of the players. So again, bought for the 4 lots, total of $94.96. So really nice sale, $100 in cards there. and he is getting hundreds and hundreds of cards of some good quality Hall of Fame players back there. Yachty's not there yet, but Yachty will be there as soon as he is eligible. First ballot? Maybe, but if not, he'll definitely be a second ballot guy. But I think I'm going to... Oh, actually, no, I got to show you that card. I got to show you that card. I'll tell you how much I paid for it after. I'm going to take it out of that sleeve. I'm going to put it in a... Actually, I'll show it to you. I'll be careful showing it to you out of the sleeve. All right, I got to put my glasses on to appreciate this card again. All right. Now, first off, Ozzie Smith rookie, 1979 tops. You've seen a lot of them. I'll show a picture of the one that you usually see here on the screen. Way off center. These things are like horribly off center. I know a lot of you are nodding going, oh my gosh, I've never seen a good centered one. You will now. I'm going to move my drink out of the way because I don't want to accidentally drop this thing and have it drop in the drink. That would just be fantastic. I am going to get this card graded. I don't think it's going to grade high because, again, it's from 1979, but it's not going to get knocked off for centering. This centering is perfect. And you're saying, Mike, impossible to have an Ozzie Smith's rookie card that's perfectly centered. This one. I got to get it without the glare. I'm going to try to get it just right. Look at that thing. Perfectly centered Ozzie Smith rookie card. 100% perfect. 100%. Now, I didn't use a measuring guide, but it's pretty darn close. Let me get this carefully into a sleeve. Let me put it back here in the top loader. And I'll show you again here. Oh, there's more glare when you got the top loader. But look at this thing. I know, I can't hold it like that but this thing is beautiful. Thanks, my buddy Jay, for selling it to me. He had it in his showcase. I'll show you right here. $75. Paid full price, $75 for an Ozzie Smith perfectly centered rookie card. Never have I even seen one this perfect, let alone owned one this perfect. So, yeah, I'm excited to get this thing graded. Again, I don't think it'll grade super high. I think it's going to be like 6, just because that's how they are with vintage cards. You just don't get very good grades, even though this thing looks pretty nice. I'd love for it to be better. I'm going to send it to SGC just because that's where I like to get my vintage cards graded. I know some people say, no, go to PSA, but I don't have a PSA membership, so it's going to go to SGC along with a couple other vintage cards I have. And this will be in my collection, or I'll sell it at a very high price for whatever it grades at. And I'll follow up later on when I get it back. It usually takes a couple weeks to get things door to door. I'm going to try to get that submission out this week as well. So let me know. Do you have an Ozzie Smith that's well centered, this centered, or maybe you have a PSA 9 or something crazy in your inventory or in your collection? Let me know. But that's it today. Thanks everybody for watching, and make sure to come back later this week for that giveaway video and every video that I do. All right. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.